Good evening. Welcome to the Camera Artist Guild Thursday Critique. I am your host, George DeLoache. I'm a portrait artist and photographer's coach, and this is where we help photographers learn to master the photographic arts. We're going to jump into the broadcast. We got some great images here tonight, so stay tuned. I'm going to spin around and kick this thing off, and let's get going. This is 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐤, and what I was saying was that you're at the beach. You've got a nice model, you got nice, what you guys call the shore on the East Coast, we call the beach on the West Coast. But on this one, it looks like just slightly that horizon is off. It looks like that horizon is like the camera's tilted a little bit. But the thing that I was saying about this particular image is that it cries out to be a horizontal. You've got a model that is posing horizontal. She's got her vertical up here, but her body's stretching out that way. And you've got all of the sand here, which really doesn't add anything to the image. It's just negative space. It doesn't benefit the image at all. Turn this to a horizontal. Drop the camera angle some to where you're closer to her eye level rather than shooting down on her. And can keep the same depth of field. And I think it'll be a much stronger image, but I really like what you were trying to do. And let's pop that one off. We're going to go to 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞. What I want to do right now while it's still, well, I'll go back and do it at the end of the broadcast. I'll jump back at the end of the broadcast and bring Lee's up. 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞. Love the saturated color, Gary. It's just, I love high contrast. I love saturated color. This apparently is one of the head of the golf course, and so very nice. I think he said he did it for Shaw Media, and you're benefiting from the 1/3 compositional line. You're matching up your artificial light well. I think maybe you could have looked around for a location. Now, this could be one of these things where you got 2 seconds. The guy says, look, here I am, take a picture of me here. He jumps out of the cart. You got to take a picture of him where he is. That's it, no chance, nothing to do. But if you could scope that out and find maybe a long shot down the green where you can see the sand traps and the flag and get a feel of golf course. And then I would really consider whether you could maybe find a golf cart rather than this one here that looks more like a transportation vehicle. Now, this could be a different golf court, but I'm just saying if this guy is the CEO or something like that of this golf course, I think he's a football player who's now the CEO of the golf course. Think out where you're going to position him to tell a story, see? We do get a little bit of the sand trap there. We got the green. We got a golf club there, okay, but I think you could have composed it a little bit better, found different areas. I love the exposure. I love the saturation. I love all the technical stuff that you handle the stuff on. But doing editorial, you want to make sure that image tells a story to people who don't know what's going on. Somebody just looks at it and you want them to go, oh, that's a golf course. Rather than maybe he's I don't know, but a gardener. You want to know, you want to tell the story. So just take that in consideration. It's still an excellent image. Thanks, Gary. And one other, Gary's really stretching himself. He does sports. He's working on these on his portraiture, and this I believe is his son because we see him a lot. This is a nice image. I like the way you've done it. I like the way you handled it. You've also handled this hand under chin, although they used to joke about that all the time in PPA print competition. That's a face punch, where you're punching yourself in the chin. Of course it isn't. But you were smart to have him not rest his full weight on his fist, because that would distort the skin. If you're going to do this one, you kind of want to fake at it. You want to get it to where it's touching, but where there's no pressure on it. So you've done that. Your exposure is fine. Fill is nice. Everything else is working for it, okay? You're getting better at this, at the portraiture stuff, Gary. Keep it up. Your sports stuff is outstanding. Okay, here we go. G. Johnson. And we got several from G on the same subject, so we'll jump through these really quick. I like this one. This is nice. It's simple. It's available light. You got a beautiful lady. You've got nice skin tones. You got nice exposure. You found a place where you have a very broad, open light that's not direct sun. You found a shade or an overcast day or someplace to put her in a shaded area. You've made a great choice depth of field wise. You're using a very shallow depth of field, so you're probably using a longer lens with a wider f-stop, and this is where that depth of field comes in. It is not so shallow that the tips of her hair end up being out of focus. You can go too far and go like f4 with a 200 millimeter lens, f4, f1.4 or f1.8 or f2.8. 2.8, most 200s are 2.8. Let's get your numbers right. Let's say you go 2.8 at 200, and that might literally cause the ends of the hair to be frizzed or look out of focus. But here you've chosen somewhere, I would imagine, in the 5-6 range, which gives you a shallow depth of field, maybe 6 to 8 inches or a foot, but then you're far enough off your background that you got a really nice bokeh there, a really nice background. So that one, I like that one. Thanks, G. This is another one, same maker, G. Johnson. I like using, again, the bridge. This is that same perspective looking down the bridge. You handled it well. Again, she's looking good. You found an area. Again, it's a time of day where your exposure is okay on the face, and you're using the sun to illuminate the hair, but you didn't blow the hair out. So it's a good choice. I might try to pump a little bit of light from an artificial light source towards her, but still, this one worked for available light. It's fine. And then one more there on the bridge. This one's not as much, this one's fine. Again, the shallow depth of field. I happen to like the others a little bit better because I like her pose and the other ones. But you executed these well, so congratulations.